Greetings, salutations. Ben here. You at different angle trying things. Someone's like, you're always shoot from the end. Can't see the headstock, only see the body. On Restring. So we got the Gretsch 2217 G2217. Sorry, on the bench for a Restring. And a minor fret polish, I'll say, because the frets are they're still pretty good. I don't have to go all the way to the right, down to the nitty gritty to, that's what I'm saying. But just a little, it's like your car. It's not covered in mud. It just needs a rinse. They just need to be rinsed. Is that? Can we call it that? Alright, I went the right way. Yay! So once again, I was actually putting some thought. This is a Monday, sometime in November. And the fellow was thinking to himself, what guitar are you going to play tonight on the Monday live stream? I don't know, what did I play? I thought about it. I thought, well, I haven't played this. Well, I've been playing it, but just not on camera a whole lot. And so I thought, hey, why doesn't a fella play this one? All right, well, and I thought, well, the last time I did, excuse me, throat's a little off. When's the last time you played it? Well, if I could talk today, multitasking, right? Guitar player, multitasking. Anywho's and housings. I thought, well, the last couple times I had her plugged in, because I play it acoustically on occasion, just noodling and such. Sound a little dark, so I don't know if you guys keep track. Oh, gals as well, let's not judge. Do you keep track of, how often you change string? Oh, I just change them when it feels like. Well, that, or sound, but with the coated strings and, the inventory of guitars I have, not to brag, I'm going to brag a little bit. Where was I going with it? Well, I'd like to get a good year or so out of a set of strings if a fella can. Well, it's not lovely. What's lovely? I can feel the line between the inlay. That one's fine. But it's like the inlays have just sunk in ever so slightly. It's just barely there. I can't even tell which way it is, but there's a lip. Huh. Never noticed that before. So, anywho's, I don't have an actual... oh, right, I forgot. With this style, I should have cut them off. Anywho. Where was I going? Right. The database of how long it's been since you changed a string. Well, so fortunately, because, my YouTuber-shaped object, or so I've been told, I'm able to just look up in my channel studio thing, YouTube studio, that's the word I was looking for, and say, hey, when was the last time fellow published content on this guitar? And I looked, and it was December of last year. So, 11 months, that's close to 12. That's about as close as you can get without going over Price is Right style. The B string likes to stick in here on occasion. I find you just, because they curl around and they get kinked, and you're like, how do I get that out? You flip it 180 and then they pop it. See, there we go. That's what I was doing. I just realized, because I'm all like here, and you're like, what are you doing? And I'm just looking at a guitar. I'm pulling strings. Pulling strings. Big strings. Put that down over there. Big strings. You were told there wouldn't be singing? Oh, someone misinformed you. Alright. I'm just doing the twist them up thing here, tying around. So I draw. Even though I was thinking about it, they do string recycling. Thank you to Dario. They've instituted that at various music stores around the globe. So I have several sets of strings to return that I never think to take back to, actually recycle. All right, there's fingerprints in areas I don't normally get to, like in here and here, you know. Do we have a micro mesh cloth? What's this? Well, that's close. So just before I forget, you know. There we go. Try to get in the middle here without touching. And then he touches the pole piece. But I think we got away with it. There we go. La la la. Those pickups are a little nasty. What are they? They are Gretsch BT2S. What does the S stand for? Sanctify! No, enough. No more singing and stuff. Right. All right. Anywho, so let's... Oh, before we even start to polish the fretboard, we take the stuff. You just put it upside down, you know, so, because, you know, it's got like the bingo dabber thing. I'll use lemon oil. That's how you know your guitar. But why your bingo cards smell like lemon? That's why. Put that, start to saturate, as it were, you know. Let that get good. In the meantime, let's, we don't need much. I think we'll just go for 1,000 right off the bat. Yeah. That's all it needs. If you're watching, oh, you can't see the love handles jiggling while I polish frets. Good. Furnace is kicking on because it's mid-November and I'm in Canada. The snow is gone, but the cold remains. That sounds like a Gordon Lightfoot song or something. I don't know. Neil Young, perhaps. I don't know. You know, if they sing about Canadiana and stuff, you know. All right, Tragically Hip, if you were. But they don't sing that Kansas. Well, ah! Sorry, headphone user. Zuh. La la la. There we go. Freddy Racers from Hosco, where they got solo guitars in Toronto. Bought them in 2020, and they're barely grooved at all. What's that stuck on my workbench? I don't know, but there's one of my hair stuck in it as well. It's like I dripped some glue or something. There's a lot of that. Yeah, I should probably clean that at some point. It's probably doing nothing. Feels like it's doing something. Alright. Feel like I accomplished something there. Anywho's. There we go. Get away the little rubbery bits. Alright, sacrificial paper towel. Good. Actually have one for once. Yay! Actually, I don't need all that. We just need half of that. So. Fella uses them to clean his glasses and then keeps them around for, you know, reuse. Oh, look at that. Holy crap. I've been using this so much. I don't know if it, come on, what does? Look, we got a bald spot. It's just like fabric in the middle. I've used it so much, I've worn the fuzzy wuzzies off. The felt? Sure. Wow, it really comes out now. Imagine that, Ben. Alright. How much you put? I just slather it on like it's sunscreen or something, then rub it in, you know. Hell, like, I bought this good 10 years ago, and it's down to just barely. Well, you can kind of see it, right? And I'm even leaning it back ever so. So like, what did I say? It's still like, I don't know, 3/4 full after a decade. So this will, I'll have to put it in the will, right? Bequeath it to some. Ooh, there's a fancy word for a Monday. Bequeath. Someone say, well, you could bequeath that Gretsch. I could, but it won't. I can't get it. All I'm doing is oiling the frets. I'm not actually getting into the upper register. Can't get in there. I can tell. Yeah, it's just barely. Come on, get in there. This takes half the time right here, right? That one's easy because there's no extra fret. Now, this last one, that's just death. So what we'll do is just do a ring around the rosy type thing. But that's okay because we got so much up here, right? That what happens is, I didn't even clean the fretboard. You notice that there is the little, I noticed a little mungy, you get the little ovals of, well, the ovals aren't mung. That's the clean spot. You get around, right? The circle of fire. This word. And didn't clean that off. So this, I'm expecting this to look lovely, in no time. So what we'll do is we'll get, and then with the paper towel, you can get right into the nooks and the crannies. Don't forget the crannies. If you only do the nooks, you have dried out crannies. Nobody wants dried out crannies. Just saying. There we go. Oh, lap it up like a kitten does with fresh cream. What the hell? Am I high? A little bit. Da da da. And then we get in there. And then we do that. And there you go. Oh, yeah. Get all the way in there. Yee. Look at this. We're doing no edits. It's like it's live, Steve Cassidy. How long does it take to do fret polish and restring and everything? I don't know. Can we do it with no edits? Are you kidding? Well, we don't have to. We're not doing a setup. We're just doing a restring. Because a fella was picking on this a week or two ago. And, truss rod didn't quit. Something fell a little off. So, once you do a setup on a guitar, fun fact, the only thing that ever moves is the neck. So, truss rod adjustment's your friend. That's why we don't have a truss rod cover on here. Learned that from Tim Pierce. Just leave it off. Which kind of makes sense, because if you have a neck that's seasonally challenged, we'll say, which means 3-4 times adjustments, well, every time you take these screws in and out, you're wearing on those holes, and then eventually you got to get out the old, where is it, I bet you that stuff's craft glue or something, and with the toothpicks, break them off and drill it out again, and oh, that's not the right glue. Oh, how about this? I don't know, what's this? Armor Coat carpenter's glue. It's so old. Look at that. The glue is failing on the labels, and it seems, unlike my music career, it's rock solid. It's not. There's a little mung in the middle. Mung in the middle. Mung in the middle. All right, that looks fine and dandy. What are we putting on it for strings, Ben? Oh, we're getting low. We got 1 pack of 9 through 42s and 2 packs of 9 through 46. And we're using the 9 through 46 because the 9 through 42s are for, I think, my vintage Kramer. Just going to get them. It's been a few years since I've strung it. Why is that? Well, it's got a Floyd Rose, and I don't really care for Floyd Roses. They're, well, hardtails, I'm a hardtail kind of guy. Hardtail. I don't need that, do I? No, that's right. The code's on the side. Oh, look at that. Fancy. They updated it. These are a fresher set than the last set. Last set looks like that. See the difference? Thought you did. I don't like that. I kind of like the old one where it says black, silver, brass, black, silver, brass. And that's just, they don't put the words, they just do the color codes. All the way up to an 8 string. Like, okay, Matt. Oh, forgot to, all up and now. Hang on. I'll check these. Are they tight? Yeah. All right, there we go. La la la. Strings and things and strings and things. You member the Players Circle? Congratulations, you're one step away from earning points for free gear. Join Players Circle and start getting rewarded for choosing D'Addario. I do. What I do is I save on them, and I'm on the email list. Here's a little hack for you guys that are cost effective, and I don't call you cheap. They do a promo at least once a year. Well, it's been a minute. I'm waiting on it. Hence the buildup of strings. you get double player points on redemption. So I just wait until they run that deal and I redeem all my players' points packs at that point. Excuse me. And I got actually a fair amount of credit I should put to use and order some strings. So I need a set of strings for my acoustic, and whew, they're $30 Canadian. They're 29 anyways, plus applicable taxes, which is 13%. So a fella's just like, oof da may, for a guitar I barely play on, I really don't want to invest. So what a fella's going to do is just order them by redeeming in the points. Ow, itchy nose. All right, what are we doing? B and E. Right. What's the E? E's gray. That'd be silver. Right, because you don't have actual silver on the pack, because that's probably not environmentally friendly. And they try to be. All right. And then the B is black. Well, that makes sense. B, black, So what I'm going to do, and you're like, aren't you going to? No, I'm not going to yet. What we're going to do is hold one string in my mouth. You can see it right there. While I take the other one, string it on through. Break on through to the other. No, we don't quote that band. I don't care for them. Break. Fuck off. There we go. Furnace is not running anymore. You can tell by the lack of noise it's making. What's that? We got a little burr or something? No, what's that? There's a little chunk of solder or something on the string, and I'm sliding it all the way down to the end. It's probably stripping off all the coating finish on the way. Never had that happen before. Where'd you go? Where are you on the end, little fella? You are on the end, little fella. What the juice is that? I don't know if we'll get the light or not. It's just on the fingertip. Kind of see a little reflection there, right? Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it was on my string. That was weird. I've never ever have I. All right, what are these? That looks like a plane in a excuse me, in a well, it doesn't look like the two fucking thick ones sitting there, put that way. So angry. Well, I haven't had my oh, no, I did. No, I had a coffee. Only one, that's the problem. I'll have another one after. Well, then again, time of day, maybe we'll pull a Dave and it'll be sandwich time when I'm done. What kind of sandwich? I don't know. When's your all smoked meat? I heard it. 3 of you, well, I went to Montreal once, got my meat smoked. I bet you did. That's okay. Come on. You can, no, pull. There you go. Ah, itchy nose. Itchy hand means you're coming into money. What's itchy nose mean? Allergies. That's what that means. A is black. E is brass. Sure. Oh, I'll go for here. Sure, oh, it's right there. Try to hold the string in my mouth without drooling on the end of it. Why is the bridge all rusty? Because I drooled on my strings. You mean you sweated on them? No, I drooled on them. Why'd you do that? Because I did. How we doing on time? 19 minutes. Unedited. 19 minutes. All right. So, we clean that. Now, this is not... Some of these have little click-em-on deals in here. I don't know. Secure. I can't describe it. They got a spring. That's what it is. This does not have that. So this merely just there. And you're like, well, how do you hold it, Coombs? Well, once the strings, but suction cup. And I'm just going to place that behind the treble side. So I just fella can grab the low E. And I'm pushing. I'm just hold. Snag. We don't any play. We ain't playing yet. We will after we get strung up. All right, there we go. How do you know how tight, Ben? I just know. Right about that. Where's my string winder? There it is. One wind, two winds, two winds. See? Well, I'm not tuning up to pitch because I'm leaving the tuner straight up and down so you have maximum room for the next one. All right, now we can remove suction pig. It's not a suction pig though. That's a copyrighted thing from Dave. Don't steal Dave's content, Ben. All right, I won't. I like to do the two outside E's to hold, the bridge. So you're not pulling on it all on one side. That's what I'm saying. I can't. The problem is I can barely see the 9-gauge string to go through the hole. Why is that, Ben? I'm half blind or something. I don't know. Probably, new glasses would probably help. Well, when's the last time you're supposed to get your eyes checked? Like dentist, right? Every 6 months? No. I don't remember when I got these glasses. That's not to say I've had them for 26 years or anything. So, part of it's lifestyle choices, clearly. At least a decade, so I'm due. Pull the string up. And we're at one wind. 1.5. 2. 2 and change. Excuse me, sorry. Could have muted. No, I don't actually have a mute function. I'd have to pause the video. That involved editing, and we can't do that, can we, Steve Cassidy? He's not watching by now. He's already gone on and done something better with his life. There we go. I'll go about there. Sure. Kink it up. Start winding. Oh, and it pulled the kink through. Sometimes that happens. Don't lose your shit. Just means you're kind of holding a little too much resistance on the string. Which what I'm doing is I'm pushing down on the string with the index behind the nut while also pulling up on the string with my index finger. Kind of like the string stretcher does. Oh, we got a big old cobweb. Ooh. House of Friends. Ooh, fancy. Ooh, it's very scary. Very scary. It's a Halloween. It's leftover for the Halloween. It's not real cobwebs, folks. Just leftover for the Halloween. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm pushing down and pulling up to maintain a tension as you're stringing. Well, that one got a wind and a half. Is that fine? That's fine with me. I don't do a lot of pulling on the A string per se. So I try to get 2 winds, but wind and a half is fine for how hard I yank on certain strings. G string, you might want a little extra. All right, let's go to fully seated. We'll go about there. La la la, la la la. Bend up. Sometimes they rotate, they roll over, so the up is all of a sudden sideways again. That's fine. You can bend it again. Here we go. Next is the G string. Gotta go through the sea of strings. Come with me to the sea. What the hell's on the end of that one now? Oh, cobwebs. Again, leftover decorations from Halloween a couple weeks ago. Honest. It's not my lack of spider control in the shop. Keep down on the bugs, though. Other bugs. Well, they are bugs, but other bugs. There. See, it slid over on its side, you bastard. It's more I just put a slight cake in it so it won't be as likely to pull through the eyelet of the tuner. Ooh, eyelet. That's a fancy word for this time of day. It's not. It's 2 syllables, Ben. Don't be so proud of yourself. How many did we do on that one? It's like 2.5? 2 3/4? Apparently 2 3/4. 2 3/4. Easy. Oh, look at that. Almost like I know what I'm doing. Almost. It's getting clang, clang, clang. Sounds like a wind chime from the 70s or something. Clang, 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 clang. Sorry about that. La, la, la. One is pinching or poking me right on the inside of my forearm. Nope, upper arm. What's your upper arm? Well, this is called upper arm, right? I suppose your forearm. Shouldn't it be if your forearm's your forearm? Shouldn't the other half be the aft arm? I don't know. Fore and aft. That's not how it works, Ben. All right. Well, tell a fella how it works. We look at 26 minutes. Ooh. All right. Just trying to get it close. Because we're going to stretch the strings, that's why. Oh. Oh, you were pretty close. Oh, you weren't even close at all. Going up an octave. You can do it. You're up to D. D sharp. Alright. Just gonna give a good old yank from here just because it's a wrap-em around. That's what I thought. These wraparounds take a little longer to seat, I find. You're not really stretching them. Well, half step on most of them. Alright, now we got the string stretch off. From those crazy kids over at L&M Guitar Corner. Probably ripping all the coating off the strings when I do this, right? Probably. Wonder if this is Elixir friendly, because that shit shoots the dandruff off everywhere. Careful with the plain strings. And you notice I'm not going all the way to the end, so I don't have them popping out the nut slot. There we go. So, what are we at? Full step. There we go. It's going to be ready for tonight's shoe. Let's sit for a number of hours. There we go. Going up a full step. There we go. B. I got nothing at this point. There we go. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Unedited even. And restring, fret polish, fretboard treatments. Ooh, it got a treatment. Fancy. Did it go to the spa? Kinda. Ben's spa right here. The gray space of the workbench. It's a guitar spa, don't you know? Anyways, I've been Ben. You've been you. Have a great day. So I don't... Oh, try to time that the other day. So I don't have to. Cheers, folks.